Here we are again in the crazy, wacky world of Wayne. He really does make Foodie Beauty look quite sane and normal. No, he actually doesn't. But yeah, still nuts. This is going to be a long one. So, guys, I'm not even doing the how many times he says guys or brothers and sisters count. I can't. It distracts me. He says it too much. Oh no. Right, get yourself a cup of tea, a snack, a beer, a beverage, whatever it is. This is going to be a long one. I know. I don't know how long it is. It's just I knew it took forever for me to get it sort of exported. So let's just jump in. He's sped up. He's sped up 1.5. Probably should have sped him up faster than that. Clown music's on though, so let's go. Ugh. Wish me luck. We're going in.
If it's come back on, guys, this is what happens. They knock you off when you play.
Well, nice and paranoid, and he said guys within a second.
To music, even though you put something up, you're allowed to have a sample of music, but they still block you. That's why I cut it short, guys. But I'll wait for a few of you to come on, and then I'll get going again.
School of John Wedger. Anyone there? Anyone there? I'll just wait for a few of you to come on. I'll wait for a few of you to come on. Oh, these people. Well, have you know, I'm doing these on Sunday. And, my God, I've had a day of Wayne Fox. Oh.
Welcome back, guys, welcome back.
Oh my God, he said it again.
We'll just give it a couple more minutes, get a couple more of you on so we don't miss what I'm going to speak about.
Yeah, God forbid. I mean, literally, it's going to be. He's the oracle. He's like the cornucopia of all knowledge that no one ever thought about ever before in history. I mean, he's had an epiphany via YouTube. We have to listen.
Facebook don't like me, Angela. No. Even when I play a little bit of music to cheer everyone up, they don't like it. Because the songs that I pick are relevant to what's going on.
That probably isn't that. It's copyright, mate. And you putting up on the title, I don't own the copyright, doesn't stop whoever does own the copyright not want you using it. Particularly you. Facebook doesn't like him. They're not on their own.
With our time that we're in. I'll give it a couple more minutes, guys, and then I'll get going. Apologies for the cutting the live short, the first one, as you know. Facebook don't like the truth.
All right, Mr. Paranoid.
And it probably won't be long. I'll probably be on another 30-day ban, but this time.
Well, actually, if they didn't like you, yeah, if they cared, you would have your channel gone. Your little, what do they call it? Your profile. Sorry, channel. It's not YouTube. Your profile would be gone, and that would be the end of it. And then you'd open another one, and you know. I'm not.
Everyone go over to Telegram. Don't waste their time on this bloody station, this channel. I'm telling you, Facebook.
However, he can't keep off of it.
Your time is up. People know how you're working and the truth.
Oh yeah, they're quaking in their boots off Facebook.
Right, guys, 1 minute, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get going. We've got a few people coming on there. Here we go. And they're probably only allowing so many to come on, like they do.
What?
Only allow a few of you on because.
Oh yeah. Okay, what? Because your cult members are dropping because you're just so damn miserable. They're like, yeah, we know it's all crap out there, and we know like terrible things are happening in Europe. Like, we don't want any more of your doom and gloom. I don't think they're stopping people being able to watch you. I don't think that's it. I just think people don't want to watch you. You're not actually a cult leader or a celebrity.
The messages don't get you, do they, what we send out? They've knocked me down 90 days at the bottom, so anything I post takes, right at the bottom. 90 days they got that, even though you've done a long 30-day ban. But anyway, guys, let's get going. Yeah. I bet they have been back to their spraying. I bet they have. A lot of us have been seeing it. Even yesterday, the blue skies are all out again, backwards and forwards. Doing it blatantly.
Like any of us who've been kicking around the old conspiracy world, we know that. But how long ago was, what in the world are they spraying with that Michael J. Murphy, who's now dead because he ended up like a meth or crack addict or something. It was very sad, really. But he did rob people, as I said before. He did rob people. We're all still here.
Doing it blatantly. That's what we're getting, guys. We're all getting knocked to the bottom of the pile so no one can see our lives. That's why we have to do now is take a screenshot and post it elsewhere or post it into Messenger, because Facebook, you won't know it's coming on. But anyway, guys, let's get going. Right, so we're taking you back to 2019 October. Brexit. Remember Brexit? Article 50?
Oh, here he goes. So he's on that one. He's going to be the proper oracle. Then he's going to keep telling us. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Like we're all fools and we don't.
Well, as we know, this was all leading up to what was coming with the New World Order and the elites. And in 2019, Brexit started. And the UK didn't want to be...
Yeah, the New World Order. How long's that been around? For every conspiracy person. God, I wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know. Way back. It was like Nixon. Was it Nixon or is it the one before him who said it in public? I don't know.
Part of Europe no more. But then there was a lot of people that wanted to remain in Europe. Okay? Now, if you remember rightly, when we was in Europe, they had the human rights. Do you remember the human rights?
Hang on. When we was in Europe, where are we now? What? No one told me. Someone picks up the UK and we're no longer in Europe. He's such a dick. Oh God.
When the UK wanted us out, it was a majority win. It was a majority win.
European Union.
But what you got to remember, guys, why should we be run by other countries when we've got our own island?
I mean, I know I've been a bit of a shut-in and my attention to detail isn't as it used to be. But did we float off? Because the Isle of Wight must have followed us. Where are we then? We're not in Europe. Bloody hell. HMS sinking ship UK. Where are we? Oh, it doesn't really matter anyway, because is he going to go with the flat Earth way? It's got to be due. Got to be coming up.
I'm going back, way back. Why should we be run by other countries when we've got our own island? And was it fair to bring in other countries into the European Union all them years ago that couldn't match it? Greece. 45, 3 times, Greece. Remember Greece? Remember it collapsed and had to bail them out?
Do you remember Greece?
Then other countries started filling...
Do you remember Greece? Oh, yeah, Greece. I remember them. Yeah, Greece. It was such a nice place. I wonder whatever happened to it. How to get your message across. This is a 101 lesson on how not to do it. He's talking about the financial issues in Greece. Do you remember Greece?
In the effect? Well, guys, let's roll on. So, everything started with a Brexit. And then once the Brexit happened, this is where all the money in the world, what they had, okay, I believe was starting to be taken and hidden and, you know.
No. All the money in the world, it didn't start then. It didn't start then, honey. It really didn't. The IMF was well before that. Shut up. The International Monetary Fund. Remember that? Do you? Remember that, do you, Wayne? You scrotum?
Laundered and whatever they've been doing over the years.
They've always done
all these countries, all these governments, all these elites, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny how they've all been coming together now, you know? But anyway, when Brexit ended on the 31st of January.
How long is he going to say global cabal?
2020 at 11 p.m. Brexit ended, and basically they still never sorted it out. As we know, it's still ongoing now, but that's when we was meant to have left Europe. So moving on, guys, what happened?
No, it was never.
Not long afterwards.
We
have a major pandemic. It just appears, this major pandemic.
Europe, bye. The Queen, she put the little flag up. The sails went up. HMS UK, bye Europe, bye. We're no longer in you anymore. I'm such a child. I think I'm Wayne Foxed out. And we've got loads to go yet. So I'm going to get more puerile and childish as we go along, no doubt. because I'm going to have to entertain myself somehow. I've eaten all the snacks. I've eaten a Whisper. Don't even know why we've got Whispers. They're not my favourite. It's probably the only chocky that was left in the house. I needed a bit of a sugar kick. And what else have I had? What was that? Oh yeah, I had salted popcorn. It's very nice. I've eaten all the snacks, so I'm gonna just get bored with him and start being very childish.
There's been a virus that's escaped from Wuhan, and it's travelled nearly every country around the world. Okay? So, everybody's in panic mode. This virus has
I wasn't.
travelled from a bat,
Wayne, speak for yourself. I wasn't.
from a wet fish market, and it's gone all around the world. And we're like, wow, how can that...
Was it a wet fish market? I mean, I know it came from Wuhan, but was it? Was that where it was supposed to have come from? Like the bird flu, come from the wet market?
affect the whole world? But a lot of us were fearful. A lot of us didn't. You know, because we trusted the BBC, didn't we, guys? We listened to our government. We trusted them.
Did you? Well, you have been a massive knob then. This must be a real shock to you. That you were watching the BBC and trusting them, and you was trusting the government. Well, no wonder you've gone mad. Cool, you were in a minority if you didn't know that the government and the BBC couldn't have been trusted.
Oh, well, how wrong were we, guys? Because the next few years, what we're going to go through now, what we've been through, the hell they've been taking us to, the mass genocide, and everything is going to be revealed.
I mean, I don't think I've been. I mean, it's been a rough couple of years. It's been weird. But I wouldn't say that this has been hell. I mean, it's been financially a bit tricky, but I mean, no, not hell. No, we haven't been through hell. No. People are going through hell now.
So,
but not here.
The Brexit happened, guys. We were promised, the NHS was promised £350 million. Remember Boris said that? We will give the NHS £350 million and da-da-da-da-da. Never happened, guys. We never saw the money.
What do you mean we? Do you mean the NHS never saw the money? Yeah, but everyone knew that was a lie because it was like, fuck off, they can't afford that.
Never saw the money, guys. And you know why? Because the UK were broke.
Yeah?
The UK were broke. But when you think about...
And has been. I said this before. Aren't we still paying off our World War II debt?
The money that was being printed. Remember all the new £20 notes that come out? Remember all the new money? They kept printing new money for us. Do you remember all the new money?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I explained to you.
Still got that nasty cough. You haven't been to Wuhan, have you?
Years ago, the money that we used to have a silver line for it. And you could hold it up and see a silver line. Do you remember that? That used to be backed up by the gold and the silver. Well, we got no more gold and silver, guys, back in our country. They sold it all. That's why they sold all the big companies off British Rail.
And Gordon Brown sold off our gold reserves, didn't he, for like £1.50?
Royal Mail, you know, British Airways. All the companies were being sold off. Think about it. Corporations were buying them up. BlackRock, Vanguard, all behind all these, things that are going on. Now, remember when the pandemic started?
Goes back to the Thatcher days, mate. Is this brand new for you? I was a kid in the Thatcher days, but even I know that.
Guys, we all had to have these PCRs. Well, a lot of us, even me today, I've never had one. Never in my whole life have I ever taken one of them. Never, guys.
Is that because you're a complete shut-in unless you're going on marches, you're just on YouTube, trying to find a new conspiracy, your latest one being chemtrails? Good God.
And I'm sure a lot of you never tried them, never had them. But a lot of you did. A lot of you did.
I did.
But anyway.
I did. I wanted to leave the UK. I wanted to go on holiday. Seemed a small price to pay.
Back to it. When all this was going on, guys, everyone was in panic mode. Don't you think it very strange how the UK managed to find the money to build the Nightingale hospitals at £500 million each? There was 4 of them, weren't there, guys?
Yeah, it was
Them
a massive...
Nightingales were never used, guys.
Oh, it was a massive waste of money, and Serco were rubbing their hands together. Absolutely rubbing their hands together. It was like, woohoo, the ATM's open.
So who invested that money? Who made the money? All the PCR testing. Who was that sold to? Oh yeah, I remember. Matt Hancock's family, didn't they? Had dealings with that. It's funny how all these politicians had their hand deep in their pocket, in the pot, taking the money.
And it's never been any different. Do we remember Tony Blair and his dodgy wife over property and stuff like that? David Cameron, and where's all the money from his old man who didn't he stash it away in Jersey? Like, come on. This is like, Sam is like 25 years old. Like, he would not be surprised about any of this. Why is he so surprised? Why does he feel he needs to educate us on stuff that if you were even remotely socially aware as an adult, you would know it? You would know it.
Taking the money. Because this is what we forgot about all this, guys, because we've been sidetracked. All that PCR testing. Do you remember the PPE that they had to buy? Apparently the
I think you need one. You could be the carrier. You could be the next variant.
first lot that they bought was no good. They had to get rid of it. Then they had to reinvent and find another company that cost double whatever it was. But that company was through.
Wayne Fox, he's the new variant, the H1N done. Yeah, no, I've got the COVID, but I've got the Wayne Fox done version. Because he is dumb.
One of the family members who was a politician. Let's look after our own family. Up yours, UK, the rest of you. You can get on with it. Anyway, what we...
When's he ever been any different? I'm going to keep saying that. He's so brand new, isn't he? He must have had such a wonderfully ignorant, blissful life until the last 2 years.
being sidetracked with all that going on, and my minds are full with what's going on around us, guys. What's going on outside? Do you remember the videos people were going at? And they're saying, what are you doing working, putting these towers up around us? There's a pandemic. Remember all these telecom workers were all out working?
Oh, no.
Remember they're still allowing the builders to work out there?
Oh, no. Here we go. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, we're going into the 5G.
Funny that, wasn't it? But everyone else was locked down. This is where they started building...
No, not everyone was. Not everyone was.
The infrastructure. This is where the money was really going. Into the infrastructure around us, guys. Rebuilding. Yeah? As we're moving on, guys, they brought out the track and trace. And the vaccines all of a sudden appeared. Remember?
Yeah, the track and trace. That any bit of software that the government ever get their mittens onto never works. And it failed. What are you worried about, Wayne?
The first vaccine. And a lot of you were rushing to get it. A lot of you...
Speak for yourself.
You were rushing to get it. Even though all the animals that live outside in the wild, even your own pets, were doing okay. You lot had the fear of God put up you by the BBC and your local governments.
He does know that different species have terrible viruses that affect them, but don't affect another species. He does know that, doesn't he? It's like cats can get cat flu, feline influenza, and it is horrible for them. But you don't catch it off of them. He does not... Oh, God, he's so thick. Wasn't that... Oh, yes. Oh, God. Anyway, point made.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Think of how much money that's cost so far. Think of all that money, what could have helped people. None of your family in them 2 years were allowed to be treated. Your old age pensioners. Your people who are sick. Couldn't have any hospital treatment. But we built these £500 million hospitals. Okay? All the other hospitals are empty, you remember?
Wayne, I'm getting a little concerned because I think we're going back in time on this one from the one that I've done this morning, and you were still coughing in that. You know, that's been hanging around a while now.
A few of us truthers went round here and filmed the hospitals. They were empty, but they got arrested for it. They got arrested for it because they didn't want the truth coming out. Remember that, guys?
No, it was trespassing, and some of them were like weren't they like nicking masks and tests and shit like that?
Or did we forget about that? Anyway, then all the marches started up, didn't we? We started all getting together going, something's not right. Okay?
I didn't. I was just watching you knob jockeys on the internet, and I was entertaining myself. I had nothing else to do. You know, between being like ripped apart by various weird women on the internet, it was quite a jolly release every time you went out on your little whatever it was. We are the spirit within.
But all these distractions that were going on, they were happening, okay? Now,
yeah, and you needed a new hobby, and you decided that hanging around with a bunch of weirdos and getting into every conspiracy was the way to go. Well, that's on you.
Off the ball with what's going on, because the fear factor's on us.
Oh.
So,
I was just
Now.
bored.
Then, in 2020, 21, 22, 21, they said we could have an holiday. So all of us went up and started booking our holidays, thinking, oh, you know, it's all going to die down and we've had the vaccines and we've had our PCRs and we can go on holiday. What happened, guys? A lot of you booked these holidays, lost your money. And a lot of you did.
A lot. You lost your money. Well, I guess if you were dumb enough to book through a non-atoll agency, yeah, you probably did. But that's on you. That's on you.
Go on your holidays. Couldn't come back to your country because you had to isolate for 2 more weeks. That cost you more money. Again, more money.
Get that cough sorted out. Ugh. Wayne Fox. Ugh. New variant.
Given the government. But you can only stay in certain hotels or certain places that the government specifies. Only that, innit? You know?
Well, no. Yeah, we was like the ones very close to the airports, wasn't it? Like, I mean, I was in a little situation such as that myself, and I just waited it out where I was, and come back, and yeah, thank God I didn't end up with a £2,000 bill, because I wouldn't have had it. I'd be paying off for the next 100 years along with my tax bill. Ugh.
This is where we're leading up to, brothers and sisters. This is where we're leading up to. So all that money that's been taken for the lie, the shareholders were making millions of these vaccines. The shareholders were making money from the vaccines.
And the pharmaceutical industry is a stinky, stinky, stinky industry. So why? So you didn't know before this? You didn't know that pharmaceutical companies will hold on to a patent of something for years and years and years. They'll release it, but only to very rich countries, and they'll charge an exorbitant amount of money for something that might cost them £1 to make, but they'll charge 600 for it. So poor people can't have it because they've got no chance. I mean, you've just anyway. He thinks this is new. This has just come around recently. This has been going on since pretty much the conception of Big Pharma. Nasty, nasty industry. Oh, God, I could spend like all day talking about that. Every stinking thing they've done.
That people were being given. Okay? And this is why the big major companies were so invested in it. This is why now all your media channels were paid off. Your governments were paid off to keep the lie going. But what's happened, guys? As we've moved on 2 years, we've seen a lot of infiltration when we've been out on marches. We've seen a lot of people being led down the garden path. We've seen people who are speaking their truth.
That's a bit weird coming out of your mouth.
Being discredited.
You was the one that was hanging around with a woman that was talking about us being run a riot by 9-foot shape-shifting lizards. Do you remember that? People being led down the garden path.
Okay? We've seen division. Putting each other against each other. It's not about us, brothers and sisters.
No, only between you weirdos, because everyone wants to be at the top of the tree. The rest of us, we're just watching this shit show going, oh no, what next?
It's about them.
Well, no. What next?
Good versus evil. Light versus dark.
Oh, God.
And let me say, they've been trying their utmost to destroy a lot of our brothers and sisters down here. There's been a lot of suicides, there's been a lot of deaths from these vaccines, there's been a lot of injuries as well that have not been told about. We all know someone out there. And let me tell you, we're going to get to that as well, Carl. Don't worry about that, that's coming. All through these distractions.
Oh, God, what? So he's got some people in his chat going, yeah, but what about this? What about chemtrails? What about that? What about AI?
All through what's been happening in this sphere. We forgot, didn't we? About the child trafficking, about the Epstein case, about all what's been going on.
What is he going on about? That was a huge, huge, massive story that's been slapped all over the papers, pulled back again with the Prince Andrew situation. What is he talking about? You haven't been able to forget about that. It was global. 60 Minutes Australia done multiple, like, quite lengthy sort of like docu-news things on it. We've had them over here, on the news, in the papers, on the internet. What the Jeff is he going on about?
Think like that. The Maxwell case. Prince Andrew. It all connects, guys.
He's in prison. Oh, we all forgot about that.
Because the child trafficking has been going on many, many years. None of us have ever looked into it because...
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. People trafficking has been huge business. Well, take it back to the slave trade. Take it back there. What was that? Taking indigenous people, bringing them to a foreign country and making them work for nothing? What was that?
Boss, we've been silenced, we've been breadcrumbed. And circus, keep us entertained, keep feeding us, keep us entertained, so we don't think. Well now guys, the truth
Well, you clearly haven't for like 90% of your existence. Speak for yourself, you ignorant git.
is all coming out, because the shit's hit the fan. Now,
Wow.
just recently guys, last few days, it's been exposed.
I know you Archer fans and all the rest of it that watch this channel and you report back. Can you please, for the love of all things in the English vocabulary, can you please point out to him that he keeps saying guys when it really is unnecessary? Brothers and sisters.
Human child trafficking in Disneyland. Disneyland, where you take your kids, or where you thought you'd take your kids. 4 employees. And another 104 have been arrested in child trafficking. You got it guys, child trafficking. Now let's come back a bit. While this has been happening, all of a sudden, Ukraine starts up. Because the people start learning the truth about the vaccines and the poison and the boosters and what they're doing. So they need a distraction. So the distraction comes. But in the meantime, all of you...
He really is full of it, isn't he? He really is. It's like a little Indian rubber ball, isn't he? Doing, 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 around the conspiratoid world.
trying to put the truth out have been put on 30-day bans, censored. You know, stops you from sharing, barring you.
Is he a bit butthurt?
Facebook. Then it become Meta, didn't it?
Meh. Butthurt.
And now they're sending out things to you now. If you get knocked off now, you've got to agree to their terms. Well, the way to do it, guys, the way to do it is get another SIM card, get another phone. When you go and log in your phone into your Facebook again, give them that other number.
Well, I really hope that no one reports this to Facebook, because actually that's kind of like avoiding your ban, isn't it? And I'm sure you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to encourage it or promote it.
Then everything goes to that side. So you get round it, guys. But let me carry on.
So dumb.
So, the war in Ukraine, what's going on, guys? Good people. Russia and Ukraine are being put against each other. It's not them that want to fight. It's not them that want to fight. It's the New World Order that's behind this. It's the elites. It's the Illuminati.
Oh no. Who was that bloke who wrote all them books that used to be on Alex Jones? Was it Fritz Springmeier or something like that? Whatever happened to him?
Ask yourself this question, guys. Every war that's happened in the world, or every country that goes to invade a country, who's the first there? Boots on the ground. Who's the first there? Boots on the ground, guys. Is it Russia? No. Is it Germany? No.
It's like a game of Guess Who. I'm skipping this. I'll get told off. I'm just going to skip a little bit of this. I want him to get off of this. For a number of reasons. A, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. And B, going from this morning, the little snippet that we had of his views on this, it's such an insult to the people that are suffering there. I just can't stand it. So I'm just going to skip him forward a little bit. I mean, it goes on forever anyway, so we're not going to miss much.
With him and Trump. Do you ever remember Donald Trump when he was in power?
Oh, hang on. This sounds like it's good. Think back.
Back to the weapons of mass destruction, guys. There was none, was there? But hold on a minute. Let's go to Russia again now. Putin's gone in with his men and took out the bio.
No.
All of a sudden, America are saying they don't know. Got nothing to do with. Now they're saying they are. They've got to make their minds up. They were making weapons out there. Okay? And these weapons that are being made were going to be used on humanity. And the truth's coming out, guys.
What weapons are never used? Every single weapon that has ever been generated from whoever generated it has been used with the whole intention to potentially use it on people, on humanity, on the humans.
The truth's coming out, and they're blaming Russia. All this bombing, all this fake TV shots you're seeing, all the pictures all around the world. You've got all the fake actors, the crisis actors there, flying in and
Stop it.
Okay?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
also-
yeah, yeah.
They're killing their own people with the Nazis. They got Nazis out there, neo-Nazis.
Oh my
that
God.
are coming to you.
Oh no. Can't have this.
American people know that Biden's no good. They know Obama's no good. They know the Bushes, the Clintons are no good. Okay?
None of them are any
And
good.
this man Trump, everyone
Oh,
says,
no.
oh, Donald Trump, you know, he done this, he done that. How many of you knew that Trump worked for the FBI undercover for 30 years? And he had to go into him.
Oh my God. So how many of you people knew? How many people you knew? What? You had a chat with Trump and he told you, did he? I mean, I would imagine. Now I don't know, but I would imagine that kind of like most people that end up being quite high up in sort of politics probably have very close connections for a number of years, with the CIA and things like that.
Infiltrate them all.
Wouldn't it? Well, that wouldn't be the FBI then, would it? It would be the CIA. Oh God.
And become a president. Did you all know that yet? Because the truth's all going to come out shortly, guys.
It
The
won't.
truth's all going to come out. Now, this man can't do everything on his own. Russia has joined forces. Now, what happens when China join forces with Russia?
Hang on,
What
hang
happens
on,
when
hang
India
on,
join
hang on,
forces with
no,
Russia?
no. He was fucking president. He was president. He had his chance. Done jack shit. Although he was tits deep in Saudi, wasn't he? Because he's a property mogul. And the building that is going on in that whole nude, it's going to be like a Western Saudi within Saudi. He's right in there. He's right in there. He's commercial, isn't he? What did he do with that tie that he had with Saudi after the Khashoggi? Murder and decapitation in Turkey. Nothing. He didn't say anything. Nothing.
China. Because they know the truth. They know the West is corrupt to the core. And this is where we're getting back to what they're doing now, guys. They're destroying economies.
Okay, now I don't know where he's getting all this crap from. Who started another QAnon on the internet? Who's done it? There must be. There's got to be a new version of QAnon on the Squinternet that he's been directed to, and of course, it's all true.
Look at the mass immigration that's coming into our countries, guys. Day
Oi,
in,
you
day out.
racist
Day
git! Oi, you racist git! Pack it up.
in, day out. Where's all the money coming from? We've got no money, guys. We're bankrupt. America's bankrupt. There's no gold reserve.
Sort your cough out. Oh, he's so ignorant.
It's gone. They sold it all off. Okay? America need a war. But they don't want to go to war yet. They want the people to go in first and then they
So it's just America that profits from it, is it? Okay. BAE Systems, anybody? BAE Systems.
join. They want to lose more souls. They want us to lose our blood for them. Like they've always done.
Oh,
Put the
he's
people, put the
so
pools in there, get them all
crazy.
killed off, we lose a few more in the world. Okay? This is why Putin hasn't invaded
Oh
and gone to town in Ukraine.
no, skip it in. Skip. Can't, he's got to get off of this. He's got to get off of this. It's insulting to anyone.
The 6 digits. That's your salt code. Then, your national insurance number is your account.
Oh
This is
no!
what they've got on you.
He's getting
There's a
into
site,
it.
I'm speaking to a friend, I'll have to find it out, where you can go and check.
He's talking about the birth certificates here, I'm sure.
When you was born, guys, they bought gold against you. So if you was £6, 8 ounces, they buy 8 ounces of gold against your name. And you can check your name out and you can see.
How does that work then? If you were £6 8 ounces, they'd buy 8 ounces of gold. So what if you were £7 2? They'd buy 2 ounces of gold.
That your name's been floated. That, not your name, they've used your name, but they've used your birth certificate.
No. Oh God, I'm not getting into it, but he's got it wrong. He's got it wrong.
And they've used that number they give you. Okay? And this is the truth, guys. This is the truth. Everything in this world, guys, should have been free. We should be planting trees where there's fruit growing, where we can help ourselves. We shouldn't have to struggle. Food.
Okay, where am I going to get my lemons from? Oranges, anyone? Because we've got such the climate for it, and we can all have an orangery, can't we, on the back of our house? Nice little orangery. When you're in a 2-bedroom flat or whatever. Ugh.
Should be there to help us all. The water, you know. But man got greedy. Man created a thing called tax.
No, the water was free, wasn't it? And I mean, depending on where you live, water still can be free. Drinking water can be if it's clean enough. But there was such a thing as dysentery, wasn't there? Actually, the cost of the water isn't necessarily the water; it's the treatment of it. So go on then, Wayne. The water should be free, just untreated water. Okie doke. Good luck with that one.
And man got greedy. But this is man's downfall now.
So when he goes on holiday, does he drink the tap water? Or does he buy bottled water? Because does he think we're one of the few countries in Europe that actually we can drink our tap water? I mean, it's not very nice, but you can. You can. Does he actually think that the rain here is a lot different than it is in a lot of other countries? He really is a dick.
Possessions in this world, guys, mean nothing. They mean nothing. It's the love you have inside, what you've got for each other, that you need to learn about.
Alright, about time you sold that convertible of yours then and just bought food for everyone, yeah? Don't mean anything, does it?
And whatever you're blessed with down here, you're blessed with. But possessions mean nothing. Everything round us is transient. You could have all that today and it could be gone tomorrow.
Okay. Them roller skates don't really need them, do you? You're a grown-ass man. Give them to a kid. Take them down the food bank. Give them to a kid.
Okay? Don't make money your god. Don't make money your god, guys. This is where we are, brothers and sisters, now.
I think we do make it. I mean, some people are just stupid. You know, like the stupid people that will queue up overnight for the latest iPhone when there's nothing wrong with the one that they've got. It's just not the newest. I mean, yeah, those people are just stupid because normally they're paying on a credit plan that's like just 3-4 years up. Oh, it's silliness, isn't it? It's silliness. But I don't know. There's plenty of people that don't live like that. I think there's more people than not. Like, more people don't live like that than do. But there's idiots. There's idiots everywhere. You just happen to be the idiot in your arena.
The Great Awakening has happened, and it's waking a lot of you up now. You're realising who you really are. You're realising your purpose here. You're realising...
Your crap actually damages. Your crap absolutely damages anyone who's got a valid point, to be fair, that is going against the system, that is fundamentally working for itself, not the people. But it's not as like you that just ruin it.
What you need to do. And what you need to do, brothers and sisters, is stand together, united, and stand up against this evil. We need to stop all this mass genocide going on. We need to stop all this child trafficking and children.
Okay, doke. How are we going to do that then? Come on then, White. Come on, dickhead. How are we going to do that?
Being taken and raped and murdered, guys. Don't think it's not happening, guys, because it ain't affecting none of you.
Nobody says that it's not happening, you dumbass. Nobody says it doesn't happen.
It's going on every day, guys, and it's not only children, it's adults as well.
It's more adults. Anyway. Does he not know that the slave trade is still alive and kicking? It just isn't called that anymore. Has he been to the Middle East? Has he been down to the immigration office and he's seen like very rich people with stacks of passports, like knowing that those workers from Bangladesh, or Pakistan, wherever they're from, they can never go home because they can never ever earn enough money for their keep to get their flight back. So they're stuck there forever, just sending crumbs home.
All that get taken off the streets, never to be seen again. You know? We've lost our way, brothers and sisters, and we need to start finding it. We need to start coming back now.
His brain doesn't work as a collective of the whole world. You know, when he's talking about brothers and sisters, he's kind of like, is he? I don't know. Has he been to Benidorm or Ibiza or you know, has he been there? And UK, he's kind of like, is he just? Maybe he's just not very worldly. But you don't need to be able to travel to these places to know that it goes on.
Start working.
I mean, oh God, Dubai was just horrific, wasn't it? There was like Oh, you mean like the Apple factories where they had to put like nets on the outside of the buildings because the working conditions were so awful. People were trying to throw themselves out the window. The same thing was happening over in Dubai, the rich man's playground. But I guess this was when, well, everything for Wayne has happened in the last couple of years.
Together. And we need to start creating a community. And we need to help each other. Okay?
All right, then I need some help. I'll go along with it all. Can you sell your car and can I have a load of money? Well, not money. Actually, do you want to buy my shopping for the next 3 years?
We do. We need to help each other, guys.
Okay.
You know? Let me tell you guys what's coming. Great famine's coming on this world. If we don't wake up.
Oh God. Yeah, his whole life experience or his whole knowledge base actually has come off the internet in the last 2 years. I'm absolutely convinced of it. Convinced of it.
Great famine. And do you know what the dearest thing's going to be in this world, guys, to buy in time? It ain't going to be petrol, guys.
Oh, we heard
It's gonna be
this
water.
already this morning. Water.
Water. Without water, guys, after 3 days, you dehydrate. You don't really survive much with no water in your body. And they know it. Why do you think they're poisoning all the water systems? Why do you think they're poisoning the food that we eat? Why do you think they're poisoning the skies? Why do you think they're bringing in all these green taxes and taking your cars off the road? It's all another form of control. So, they control you. Okay? Who are they to decide what you can have and what you can't? Who are they? And this is where we...
Yeah, but you didn't want any of this. You wanted everyone to have the same. You wanted. What? I'm not keeping up with his actual. Well, maybe I don't want to. But shouldn't we all be equal and this and that and the other? Whereas, like, he's like, well, they want to take our cars. We want our cars. We shouldn't, like, material things don't matter. Like, there is nothing wrong with actually not relying on oil. There is nothing wrong with not relying on oil. He does know that, like, polymers are an oil derivative, so plastic. Plastic is a big problem for the environment, or does he think it isn't? Pollution is a big problem for people's health. You look at studies of kids that live near very, very busy roads, and the rates of asthma is a lot higher. Is it a bad thing? I mean, I'm not a person who thinks you should be forced to do anything. But if there is an alternative that's less destructive than, like, relying on oil as a commodity, I don't think it would be a bad thing.
We've got to understand that, guys. Shortly, there's going to be mass unemployment coming, guys, because they ain't going to need you for these jobs.
I'm sure he's only saying that because he was telling us before he got banned. I got bored of him. That it was hard to get building materials. Maybe he's just like looking into his own future because people I know, they're having no trouble getting work. Absolutely no trouble getting work, and that is from anything from office work to this to that to the other. You've got more of a choice of how you want to work. Do you want to work from home? Do you want to work hybrid, half from home, half in the office? I don't know.
Robots, they got AI technology to take over your jobs. So if you ain't bringing no money in, you've got no income. How do you survive? On their social credit system, which they control. Let me tell you, guys, it's not the way humans should be now. Humanity, we should all be working together against this evil. And crush it, guys. And stop being fearful. Like I've told you, guys, we're all down here on life journeys. We're all down here on borrowed time. None of us know how long we've got, but we're here for a reason. And believe me, guys, as long...
Do you reckon he only found religion in the last 2 years as well? Because I don't get his naivety here. I just don't understand it. I think he's got sucked in to that. Now he's found religion and conspiracies. What a bad mix. That sounds like an outcome of misery. Absolute misery and self-flagellation.
as long as we've got breath in our body, we stand up for who we are. Because our children will suffer. And their children will suffer if we don't make this stand, guys.
God.
And we really need to do this, guys. We really need to do this.
Yeah, but he never says what. Right, he's just going... It feels like he's on a continuous loop now. It sounds like this is just mouth farts. And we're only halfway through, so I'm going to skip a big chunk. Because I bet he's just going around in the same loop. Let's just proper take a chunk out.
The mosquitoes. But these mosquitoes, they've made mosquitoes themselves now, guys. Nano mosquitoes.
Oh my god, he proper has. He proper has. He's been everywhere. Oh god, get this guy a girlfriend. Please get him a girlfriend. This is just bad, bad, bad.
Some flying injector. This is what they're saying. And they reckon.
Yep, this is what to say. It's like that. Was it Black Mirror, where the bees all go rogue? The electronic bees. We should make some more of them. They were good, weren't they, Black Mirror?
The pigs
Well, actually, I might rewatch some of them. Oh, what was it? White Bear. God, that was horrible.
have been infected with it and they've got to cull all the animals, the pigs out there and all that. Come on, guys. It's all part of the plan. Yeah, you're all waking up, shall I? Look, even with the graphene and the Nurofen, they're going to do the tablets, they're going to do everything on us, guys. They want us ill. They want us weak.
Well, I'm not being funny. You're making yourself ill. Like, Christ. Was he? Oh, I'm not sure. I think I've had enough of him. I'm going to take another chunk out of it.
America don't want to stand up to Biden.
Oh, God, right. No, I sorry, guys. This is way too much. He's just a fool. He's just an absolute fool. I think what he's doing, he's damaging his mental health. He needs to stop. People around him that knew him before he got into this crap need to do a bit of an intervention here. Because God, when I fell down every rabbit hole of conspiracy, I'd actually hadn't lost my ability to actually research and take a step back. I wasn't living and breathing it, and this looks like someone who is living and breathing it, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy for anyone. You can't live and breathe anything, well, apart from air. But like it just yeah, I think we've had more than enough of his racist views, his outlandish views, his ignorant views of the world. Wayne can stay in his bubble. He really can. People need to stop listening to him. He needs to stop talking like this. If he wants to think like this, he can think like this. But he needs to not be spreading this around. What a git. What a git. But if he is ill, then I do feel sorry for him. Well, I don't really feel sorry for him because anyone with a brain could have seen through Archer. But I know plenty of people with a brain didn't. And I'm not saying, vulnerable people get sucked into things. We don't actually know his backdrop. We don't know. Is he a vulnerable person? I wouldn't know. I don't know enough about him. But I've had enough. They get 48 minutes. That is more than enough for anyone. If you stuck it this long, ugh, I can only apologise. Yeah, we're taking a break from Wayne Fox again. It's too crazy. Anyway, I'm out. I'm actually going to go and have a relax and yeah, enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So you'll be getting this on Friday. I'll put it on during the day, actually. I think I'll schedule this one for the daytime. So it doesn't ruin your evening, really. All right, then. Much love to you and yours. Look after yourselves. Catch you again soon. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Bring back Foodie.